morning. It is delightful, absolutely delightful, to be able to celebrate 11 Reach Scholars, by far our largest group that we will recognize and have recognized in the past. Today, we have many here to celebrate our children. We have our superintendent, school board members, district staff, community stakeholders, and more importantly, we have our children here and our parents, our families celebrating our students today. I have a message for you this morning before we bring up Pop Barnes, who's our city council member. There's a program in front of you, and we will follow the order of the program. But a message for our students. And so students, I need your attention for just a few moments. One of the things that is very, very important to do is to always believe. And so I'm going to share a few excerpts from this book, Believe. The start of something good, the start to a better world, or a better life, or a better future is simply our belief that it is possible. They remind us that self-confidence can work wonders, but mutual confidence can work miracles. No matter what kind of challenges lies before you, if somebody believes in you and you believe in your dream, it can happen. Believe that the opportunity is everywhere for you and all around you. Believe that the universe is friendly and life is on your side. Believe you are a once-in-all-history event. Believe you are here for a reason. Believe that nothing is too good to be true. Believe that you must take your chance. Believe when others might not. Believe that passion persuades. Believe in doing good work. You're here because your family chose to take that initial step, fill out and complete the application, submit the application timely. You're here because you've earned it. You've done the work. Much will be expected as you continue to do the work. And so we're excited to celebrate you today. Here as well, I want to just mention some names. Of course, we have Dr. Lewis, who you'll hear from very shortly. Our school board chair, Ms. Pat Hughley Green. School board member, Ms. Lori McRae, as well as community members with the Chattahoochee Valley Foundation, Mr. Henson. We have also Mr. Troy Jackson with Synovus. The REACH committee is here. The REACH panel is here. And so I am excited. I won't name all names, but we do have a plethora of guests that you'll hear from today. But I wanted to make sure that all those that had some part in this special day, maybe you read a REACH application, maybe you sat on the interview panel, maybe you are a principal and you're supporting the schools. I do know I saw a principal or two here today. Please stand so that we can recognize you. So without any further ado, his baby, as he calls it, the REACH program, City Council member, Mr. Pop Barnes.
Good morning. Unfortunately, I will not be here for the signing because I'm on City Council, and City Council started about 5 minutes ago. But I would not ever not attend a REACH signing here. I'd like to thank Dr. David Lewis, Superintendent of Schools, of course, Dr. Vickers Ward, Chief Student Services Officer, friend of mine and a supporter of not only what's going on the school board, but council as well, School Board Chair Pat Hughley Green. And I want to look out, I'd like to take a time and just look at our young leaders here and just say how proud of you I am and that you are the futures. We have to pass the baton to all of you. But I have two questions to ask real quick. How many of you know that God is in the blessing business? I do. How many of you know that God blesses you if you are a channel of his blessings to others and that you're at the top of the list? Well, in 2014, God blessed me for being at the right place at the right time. I was in Buena Vista, Georgia on an economic development conference. But then 3 speakers got up and they were talking about a scholarship program. And the more they talked about the scholarship program, the more I got invested in it. I'd like to just quote something. This was an economic development, because I'd like for you to keep in mind what Dr. Vickers said so you'll realize how important you are. The lady said, this scholarship is for academically gifted students who are at the same time financially disadvantaged, and we are losing out on a lot of bright minds because they cannot finance their education. That's how important each of you REACH scholars are. You are very important to the economic development of every city, county, state, and our great nation that we live in. And I am blessed every time that I come here to have brought that scholarship, and it's a long story, but I do, you can look at Dr. Lewis, he doesn't look like he's a running back, does he? But that day when I got that information, I got every piece of paper, I got the cards of every person there, I ran like a bandit to Dr. Lewis, and Dr. Lewis grabbed it, and you know how you see them run through the line? He ran through the line and got the scholarship here. So I'm blessed just by that, I call myself the follower of the REACH, and I'm blessed to be standing in front of you. You all are important, and the most important people standing hip to hip are your parents, your aunts, uncles, brothers, and sisters, friends in the community that supported you in your endeavors. What Dr. Vickers Ward said is true. Believe in yourself, and you will go wherever your heart and your mind, the good Lord plows and gives you the message. God bless you. I've got to get to City Council because I am AWOL, as we say in the Army, and I've got to report for duty. Doctor, thank you so much.
It's always wonderful for Pop Barnes to come back and just celebrate our children. He is truly an advocate for the school district, and Mr. Barnes, we thank you so very, very much for taking time today, and you thought it not robbery. I'm going to call up a couple of our scholars. They're going to read the bios of some of our speaker and a couple of individuals who are going to give remarks. Students, it's important for you to know who you're in the midst of. People truly will reach out and try to help and ensure that you have what you need. Everyone in this room believes in you, and we want to make sure that you understand that it starts within you in order to grow and to continue. 3 students took the leap and said, you know, I would love to introduce our school board chair. I would love to introduce the superintendent. I would love to introduce one of our community leaders. So I'm going to ask them to come forward one at a time. First, we'll have Monica Page Riviera introducing our school board chair. After she's done, then we'll have Ms. Nadia Lopez Tamamas, and then Ms. Trinity Williams. Nadia will introduce Dr. David Lewis, and Ms. Williams will introduce Ms. Patricia Grant. After which, we will call for our school board chair to come forward, but we're going to do the introductions, the reading of the bios now, okay? All right, so if you can come forward, Ms. Monica Page Riviera, please give her a round of applause. You are first.
Fun. Good morning. I will be reading the bio of Miss Pat Hughley Green, the Muscogee County School District Board, or the School Board District 1, past president, Georgia School Boards Association. Pat's early education began with the Head Start program at J.D. Davis Elementary School in Columbus, Georgia, and she continued to earn a Bachelor of Arts degree in Broadcast Communication from Johnson C. Smith University in Charlotte, North Carolina, and a master's degree in leadership from Tennessee State University, Nashville, Tennessee. She graduated with honors and member of Alpha Chi and Alpha Kappa Mu honors societies. Pat is the youngest of 4 siblings. She is committed to the daily operations of family businesses as a licensed insurance agent for Carolyn Hughley's State Farm Insurance, where she also works as student mentor coordinator. She recruits high school and college students to develop them as a viable asset to the community workforce. Her commitment to education is demonstrated as a business member by partnering with student work programs for those students who are not immediately entering a 4-year college. Her service to all the students, parents, and employees of the Muscogee County School District is to ensure that every child receives equitable access to an education in order to reach their highest potential and their environment is conducive for learning and working. Achievements and community involvement. Pat was elected to the Muscogee County Board of Education July 20th of 2004 by 60% of the votes and is currently serving her 4th term. In 2017, Pat's colleagues elected her as the first African American female chair of the elected Muscogee County School Board. Another first for Pat was being a first for Muscogee County to be elected as president for the Georgia School Boards Association of 2020 to 2021. Currently, Pat continues to serve as chair of the Muscogee County School Board. Her previous roles during her tenure on the school board has been vice chair, chaired the adult, finance, construction, and property committees. Pat believes in volunteering her time and talent in the community and her church, Franchise Missionary Baptist Church. Pat serves her church on the trustee and deacons' wives ministries and volunteers with the finance team. Pat served as director of communication for 2002 Alabama State Baptist Convention hosted by Franchise Missionary Baptist Church. Her public service continues through her life membership in Delta Sigma Theta Sorority, Incorporated, Columbus Alumni Chapter, where she is a member of the Social Action educational development, and hostess committees. While chairing the Social Action Committee, she was awarded and recognized as a social activist for her efforts with the Meals on Wheels program, Battered Women's Shelter, Home of Mercy and Friends of Foster Care. Currently, Pat partners with the Literacy Alliance in reading regularly to 3- and 4-year-olds who need a little extra help in their fresh start to learning. A host of recognitions.
Monica, you did a fabulous job sharing a little of Pat's, Hughley Green's past experience. I know that your parents are very proud of you for taking the leap. You did amazing, and to be the first, absolutely phenomenal. Please give her another round of applause. Reading the superintendent, the bio, we have Nadia Lopez Thomas. Thank you. And she is from representing Rothschild Middle School. Yes.
Good morning, my name is Darcy Lopez Tomas. I am a student at Rothschild Leadership Academy, and today I'll be reading a biography of Dr. Dave F. Lewis. Dr. Lewis began his career with Polk County Public School in Florida in 1979 as the director of bands of Fort Meade Middle School Senior High School. He became assistant principal at Fort Meade Middle Senior and also served as assistant principal at Forest Proof Middle Senior High School. He served as principal at Frost Proof Middle School High School for 10 years. While at Frost Proof Middle School Senior High School, Dr. Lewis was the recipient of numerous local and state awards to include School to Work Administrator of the Year, Florida Music Educators Association Administrator of the Year, Polk County Outstanding High School Principal, Frost Proof Chamber of Commerce Man of the Year, Education Commissioner Award for Outstanding Leadership, Polk County Principal Achievement Award, and Florida Principal of the Year. In 2004, Governor Jeb Bush made an official visit to Frost Proof Middle School Senior High School in recognition of the school's successful reading initiatives under Dr. Lewis. In 2005, Dr. Lewis was promoted to the district-level position of Senior Director of High School to provide outside for the District 18 High School. He was appointed Senior Director of the Secondary Education in 2009. Effective September 1st, 2010, Dr. Lewis was appointed as the Associate Superintendent for Learning of the Polk County School District, where he supervised the curriculum and learning needs of 95,000 students and 6,000 teachers. During his tenure in leadership role, the district achieved 7 consecutive years of improved graduation rates and was recognized as College Board Large District of the Year for his greatest increase in both student participation and performance on advanced placement assessment, particularly that of underrepresented population. Other leadership positions held by Dr. Lewis include President of the Division of Instructional Leaders of Florida Association of School Administrator and President of Florida School Music Association. On July 23, 2010, Dr. F. Lewis was appointed to the position of Superintendent of Education of the Muscogee County School District in Columbus, Georgia. On December 4, 2014, Dr. Lewis completed his dissertation to earn his doctorate degree in education leadership. Since assuming the role of Superintendent of Education, Muscogee County has improved on all performances metrics to include Georgia's College and Career Readiness Performance Index, SAT-ACT, and advanced placement and graduation rates, all which reached all-time high marks. Recently, Dr. Lewis has served on the School State Superintendent Advisory Committee, Governor Brian Kemp Superintendent Committee, as well as the College Board Superintendent Advisory Committee. He is married to Karen, his wife of 39, who is a retired educator. They have 3 kids, Monica, Douglas, Stephanie, and 1 grandson, Noah David.
I think you can begin to see why these young scholars were selected. They're willing to step to the plate. Thank you so very, very much, Ms. Tomias, for coming forward to read the bio of your superintendent. I am certain that you learned some additional things about your superintendent as well. And our last Reach Scholar who will be sharing a bio of our community leader that's come before us, we'll hear from her shortly, is Ms. Trinity Williams. If you would come forward. Let's give her a round of applause.
Hello, I'm Trinity. I am from Raymond Colors School of the Arts, and I will be reading the bio of Miss Patricia Grant. Miss Patricia Ann Grant, the proud wife of Reverend James C. Grant, mother of Brandy Grant Campbell, grandmother of Cameron James Campbell, is the office manager for her husband's State Farm Insurance Agency for the past 35 years. She is the owner of Elevators Fashion along with her daughter. In 2018, she started a nonprofit feeding, accepting the hurting. Ms. Grant received her high school diploma from Mayo High School in Darrington, South Carolina, associated degree from Columbia Commercial College in Columbia, South Carolina, and a Georgia insurance license from Columbus State University. She is a member of Corner Missionary Baptist Church, where her husband is the pastor. Ms. Grant serves as president of the General Mission Department. Ms. Grant has been applauded by many organizations for her outstanding and tireless work. Some honors include 2016 Outstanding Georgia Citizens Award from the Secretary of State, Ernestine Ayola Mack Service to Mankind Award from Gamma Tau Omega Chapter, aka Sorority Incorporated, State Farm Outstanding Sales Achievement Award, State Management and Sales Process Award, DeBouch Chapter ABAA, a President Award, DeBouch Chapter Woman of the Year Award, South Columbus Community Service Award, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Gamma Tau Omega Exemplary Ivy Award, Davis Broadcasting Incorporated, Cheryl Davis Award, Rao Omega Chapter Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated Exemplary Partner Service Award, Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated Epstein ETA Zeta Chapter 2077 Community Pearl Award. She received the Columbus Chamber of Commerce Hometown Hero Award. Columbus Times awarded her their Woman Leadership Award for her outstanding work in the community. The Congressional Recognition Award from Congressman Stanford D. Bishop Jr. She is a member of NACAP, Columbus Chamber of Commerce nonprofit meetup, and partnered with Baker Middle School. Ms. Grant loves the Lord with all of her heart, and her favorite scripture is Proverbs 3:5-6.
Wonderful, wonderful job, Ms. Williams. Thank you so very much. And now, we will follow the order of the program, and the next voices you will hear will be in the order as presented. Ms. Patricia Hughley Green, who's our school board chair and past president for the State Board, Georgia Association of Schools. Ms. Hughley Green.
Thank you. Good morning. Thank you, Monica. Just a reminder to shorten that if you're going to have it saved somewhere on docs where it's accessible to the public. So thank you so very much for the introduction. Congratulations to each and every one of you for your hard work, for standing out among your peers, and among the faculty and staff that supports your public education. Here to share with us today, we've already been introduced to our board vice chair, Ms. Laura McCray. We're also joined by Ms. Vanessa Jackson and Ms. Naomi Buckner. You have our full and undying support collectively as a governance team. We could not be more proud of you. If you can't tell, we are chest poked out proud, and we are going to follow it through, and we look forward to you coming across that stage for graduation. So keep up the good work, but I leave you with this. You've gotten this far, but it's never over. It's not over. School is never out. Isn't that right, Ms. Gann? When you hold any kind of professional license or whatever endeavor or career path that you choose, if there are continuing education requirements, school is never out. But it's a good thing because it's to better you. But what you're going to take with you, because you've been recognized as a Reach Scholar, is you're prepared because you've showed us that you can put together a packet and present your very best self, right? You've shown us that you can persevere because you're standing out among your peers to be awarded this event. And it was competitive. It's very competitive. So congratulations again. So preparedness and preparation, and you have to plan. You have to plan for bumps in the road along the way because it's not gonna always be smooth, right? And if something deters you or get in the way or presents itself as an obstacle, I want you to look at it as an opportunity to do better. You get right back up and you keep going. You learn from it because you are prepared. You will be a graduate of the Muscogee County School District and you will be well prepared. See all these people in the room? You are well supported. So you can do it. We are proud of you and everything that we could possibly dream of doing to make your road easier, to see you in a better place than you are today, which is what I call success. We're on board. So congratulations on behalf of our 9-member Muscogee County School Board. Thank you so very much.
Good morning, Reach Scholars, parents, our school principals, staff, as well as our guests. My name is Dr. Nikki Sutton, and I'm the program manager of MTSS implementation, and I'm actually a member of the Reach team. So I am delighted to hear all of the wonderful words of wisdom, but I have some other words of wisdom to share with you all this morning. So first off, congratulations to all of our 11 scholars for your accomplishments thus far. But as we know, and as Mrs. Pat Hughley-Green just shared, this is a journey. Education is a journey. And so I'd like to share some words of wisdom about the climb as you continue in your journey through education. So I'm gonna read to you an inspirational poem entitled, "Climb to Your Dream Comes True." Okay, and this is by Helen Steiner Rice. Often your tasks will be many and more than you think you can do. Often the road will be rugged and the hills insurmountable too. But always remember, the hills ahead are never as steep as they seem. And with faith in your heart, start upward and climb till you reach your dream. For nothing in life that is worthy is ever too hard to achieve if you have the courage to try it and you have the faith to believe. For faith is a force that is greater than knowledge or power or skill. And many defeats turn to triumph if you trust in your higher power's wisdom and will. For faith is a mover of mountains. There's nothing that your higher power cannot do. So start out today with faith in your heart and climb till your dream comes true. Thank you so much. Again, congratulations to all of you for your success.
Good morning. Well, I too want to add my congratulations to all of our recipients today. This is a tremendous opportunity for you. I just want to share with you that high achievement is typically the result of many positive factors. Obviously, talented, intelligent, hardworking students, supportive parents, and dedicated educators. But we also have a fourth element in this community that's unlike any I've ever experienced, and that is a supportive community that not only supports in word but in deed by raising funds and making sure that you have opportunities that would not otherwise be available to you. So with that said, I want to go in reverse order and just thank again our community partners who have stepped up and made sure that qualifying, deserving students have this opportunity. I want you to really embrace that because they have invested in you, and the word is invest, because there's expected to be a return on that investment. The return on that investment is you going to complete your post-secondary education and training and come back and give back, hopefully to Columbus, but to whatever community you end up residing in going forward, and being a contributing member of that community. And again, I hope it's Columbus. Next, I want to say to the parents, thank you for supporting your children and speaking about the importance of education in your homes. Oftentimes, we think that parenting requires so much, and it's hard work. I know, I've got 3 of my own. It's hard work. But just speaking about the importance and value of education in your homes tells the children in your homes how important that education is, and it truly is the key to their future. And I want to also, for all the ills and all the faults that are pointed out about our country, we still live in the best and most prosperous country in the world, and it's because of our commitment to public education and making sure that all children have a quality education. But now I want to speak to the children. Oh, but one other point I want to make about parents. Parents, thank you for what you've done at this point, but we need you to stay involved all the way through. Far too often, we see as children go into high school, the parents start thinking, well, they're almost grown, they're on their own. Let me just assure you, they need you more now going into high school than they ever needed you before. When they're in elementary school, you drop them off, and they go into a self-contained classroom with 20 or so other students. And they pretty much stay in that classroom all day long. But when they move and matriculate to middle school and to high school, they start having more freedom, more flexibility. You need to make sure you're engaged with and understand who their friends are. And when your children say, I don't need you to come to the school, that's when you need to be at the school, right? Because I use this analogy, but it's true. How many of you have gone to PTA or PTO meetings or student programs in elementary school? Probably most of you, right? And you have to go fairly early to get a good parking place, right? In middle school, you can get there about 5 minutes before the program and find a good parking space anywhere. You go to high school, you can go late and get a place right in front of the school. Now that's sad, but it's true. We need you to continue being involved with your children and being involved in their lives and their education all the way through. They may not say it, but they want and need you there so that you know who their friends are, so that you know what activities they're involved with, and making sure they're taking advantage of all the opportunities afforded them in our school community that we have available to them. To our students, just very quickly, as I mentioned earlier, people are investing in you. We believe in you. This is an opportunity that is not available to everyone. This is an opportunity. And you have been identified as having great potential for your academic future. But I want you to understand, to me, the word potential may be one of the most hollow words in the English vocabulary, because potential means nothing unless it's fulfilled. That's where you come in. Taking advantage of all the opportunities that the REACH program will provide you, not only for providing you opportunities to go on for post-secondary education or training, but also affording you opportunities for tutoring and assistance that you will need. I don't care how smart you are. I don't care what program of study you plan to follow. You're going to need help. And there are people all throughout this room and throughout this district who are committed to helping you. So take advantage of that. The only job you have at this point is to do your part in fulfilling that potential going forward. I stand before you as the first member of my family on either side of my family to go to college. I'm the first college graduate. My dad was a brick mason. I've told this story before. My dad was a brick mason. My mother was a homemaker. All very noble work back in the 50s and 60s. And by the way, I want to thank Ms. Green for pointing out that starting my job in 1979 means I'm really old. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much, Ms. Green. But I say all that to say because my parents, who did not necessarily have the opportunity to go to college, from day one, for my brother and myself, they never asked the question of whether we were going to college. The only question was, where are you going to college? Now, not to say that everybody has to go to college, but everybody will need some additional post-secondary education or training. So if you're going to go to be anything in a career field, no matter what that might be, you're going to need additional training to be successful. And you're going to need additional education, whatever that might be. So please take advantage of it. And the only thing I request is what I started out the program by saying. The only thing I request, and I think most of the people in this room would agree, all we want for you to do is take full advantage of this opportunity. And then wherever you end up, be the best person you can be. Contribute to your community by being a good citizen and giving back and reaching back and helping someone in the future as those in this room have helped you here today. In other words, as the Bible tells us, to whom much is given, much is required. Here today, when you sign these scholarship agreements, you're being given the keys for reaching that potential and in the hope of giving back to others at some point in your future. Again, congratulations. Best wishes to all of you. We're watching you. Okay? We're watching you. And we want to see you walk across that stage in whether it's 4 or 5 years, whatever it might be. And we'll be there cheering you on. Congratulations and thank you.
Good morning. Reach Scholars, we know you didn't get here alone. Your parents, family members that are here, I want to take a moment. I know if you're like me, your foot probably became sparkly, started falling asleep. Stand up and give your family member at your table a big hug right now. You know, to inspire and equip students is the mission for us as adults. To the Reach Scholars, I know I speak for all those who served on the interview panel. If that's you, you served on the interview panel, please raise your hand. Thank you. I can truly say, and I think I speak for all of the members on the interview panel, is that you inspired us with your stories and what you've had to overcome. It was truly inspiring. And my message today is to say thank you. Thank you for reminding us why we got into this business in the first place. So let's give them a hand. Thank you. You've got some big decisions to make. You're probably sitting there worried about, where you're going to go to high school, where you're going to go to college. That's normal. Here's one thing that I've learned. It's not where you go, it's what you do where you go. So remember that. Good luck to you all. Keep moving forward, and most importantly, continue to believe. Thank you.
Good morning to all, but especially to the young people and their families that are seated before us today. My name is Command Sergeant Major Judson G., and I serve as the Senior Enlisted Leader and Operations Sergeant Major for JRTC. So I hope to see all of you in one of the high schools here in the Muscogee County School District once you get to the 9th grade. I would like to thank Dr. Ward and Ms. Debbie Freeman for extending the invitation to allow me to give some remarks. I don't take this lightly, because this is a huge, huge deal. Now, to our honored guests, the young people seated before us. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. You all are about to be crowned with an amazing opportunity that will catapult you forward as a young adult, going into the workforce, going into the military, whatever sector of society you choose to go to. You have to take advantage of the opportunity that's given to you. Heavy of the head that wears the crown simply means you're going to be faced with some opportunities when you get to high school. Some are good, some are going to be bad. But there's a remedy or formula to be successful, and it's simple. You know, it's been said eloquently, some of the speakers before me, but I'm going to break it down so that you can understand it, because how I understood it. Preparation plus opportunity will equal success. What does that mean? Every day, invest in yourself to be better, whether it's at home, in the classroom, at church, at the Boys and Girls Club, or the YMCA. Learn something new every day. Because when you get to high school, again, you're going to have opportunities, both good and bad. But if you've prepared, you will identify those signs that are good opportunities, and you'll identify the signs that are bad opportunities. Take the path toward the good opportunities. You're going to have some friends and some acquaintances that are going to introduce you to some things and offer some things to you. You are amazing students, both in and outside the classroom. You're phenomenal. That's why you're here. That's why you got selected. Don't throw it away. The leaders of the Muscogee County School District has promised to provide a mentor and a coach for you as you navigate the waters of high school. And they've also made a promise to ensure that the financial assistance is there for you at the college level all 4 years. So take advantage of it. Don't throw this opportunity away. It's going to be tough. It's going to be hard. It's hard being a teenager these times. I grew up in Carroll, Georgia in the early and mid-'80s as a teenager, and it was easy. But now we live in a world of technology and information, and you can get things both good and bad at the click of a button on the computer. So make smart decisions. Prepare. Opportunity gives you what? Success. How to be successful. Thank you.
This is such a beautiful day that God has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. I'm just excited to be with y'all this morning because Reach Georgia, change lives. That's a powerful statement, change lives. So I just want to bring you just a few words of encouragement and wisdom this morning. The question I want to bring forth to you this morning is this. The question I bring forth to you today is, when you die, what will your family and friends and the world say about how you lived your life? So let me read this awesome poem to you this morning, written by Linda Ellis, The Dash. I read of a man who stood to speak at a funeral of a friend. He referred to the dates on the tombstone from the beginning to the end. He noted that first came the date of birth and spoke of the following date with tears. But he said, what mattered most of all was the dash between the years. For the dash represent all the time they spent alive on earth. And now only those loved them know what that little dash is worth. For it matters not how much you own, the cars, the house, the cash. What matters is how we live and love and how we spend that dash. So think about that long and hard. Are there things you like to change? For you never know how much time is left that still can be rearranged. Be less quick to anger and show appreciation more and love the people in our lives like we never loved them before. If you treat each other with respect and more often wear a smile, remembering that this special dash might only last just a little while. The dash represents itself the life we spent on this planet. The dash represents all our highs and lows, all our hellos and goodbyes, and every moment we spend here while we're still alive. But most importantly, the dash represents the impact we have had on people around us. It is the dash that really matters more than anything else in this world. All the material things that we chase when we are alive and all the time we spend in the pursuit of these things amount to nothing because we leave it all behind when we leave this earth. What truly matters is how we live our lives and how we choose to spend our time when we are alive. First of all, we need to love people. Our dash moves with lightning speed. It seemed like only yesterday that you were in the first grade, and now you're in the 8th grade. And I remember when I was in the 1st grade, and now I'm almost 65 years old. Time is moving, y'all. As they say, the days are long, but the years are short. Never miss an opportunity to show love and say, I love you to someone. Treat others with respect. You have opportunities every day to spend your dash through simple acts of kindness and respect. The quote by George Washington Carver says it best. How far you go in life depends on your being tender with the young, compassionate with the aged, sympathetic with the striving, and tolerant with the weak and strong. Because someday in your life, you will have been all of these. Wear a smile. And I know we got these masks on and we can't see smiles, but our dash may be short, but it can be wide. Often a simple smile will break those tension and stress. A smile will not only affect those around you, but it will change your attitude and outlook on life. Let's try it right now. If you don't mind, take the mask off. Let's give a smile to each other. Just smile. It makes you feel good when you smile. When you greet people with a smile, it makes them feel good. So you can put the mask back on. Remember, life is short. Make every moment matters. It's been said that we don't remember days, we remember moments. Being present in the moment provides some of life's greatest joy. Having a wonderful Christmas with your family and being thankful for that time. Having a great encouraging lunch with a dear friend. Going on a girls and boys trip and having the time of your life. Graduating from high school and enjoying your classmate on that day. It's moments like these that make life worth living. Think about your life. Don't sleep it away. Wake up and move and shake and move around. Make something happen. What are some of the moments you cherish and hold dear? Who are the people in your life that need to say thank you to? Is there anyone in your life who could use some love and attention, a smile, a hug? So today, I want you 8th graders to examine your heart and think about what is true and real. Think about your future. Now is the time to rearrange the things that you need to be changed. As Suzanne Chaplin said, all that is worth cherishing in this world begins in the heart, not in your head. So when your eulogy is being read, when your life action is rehashed, would you be proud of the things they say about how you lived your dash? And I just want to leave this, and I beg you, please don't waste your dash. Do not waste this red line in here. That's all we have is a dash. Thank y'all.
Thank you for those words. It's my privilege to introduce a young person who's a student here in the Muscogee County Schools District. She's actually one of mine. She's a cadet over at Columbus High School. She's going to bless us with a song. Please help me welcome Cadet Corporal Isabella Valentine.
Everest is only a mountain. A pyramid is just a shape. Doesn't have to hold you back, doesn't have to pin you down. Let your dreams take flight and your heart ignite. Did you know that it's true? Everything is possible. There's nothing we can't do. It's a wild and beautiful fire, and I believe in you. Hey, oh, I believe in you. Don't be afraid to show who you are. Just scream out and shout and follow the stars. Forget about the past, that it's over. We are the young ones, our way is forward. Who keeps tabs on stupid mistakes? We all mess up, and that's just the way. We learn how to get back up. We learn how to turn the page. Let your dreams take flight and your heart ignite. Did you know that it's true? Everything is possible. There's nothing we can't do. It's a wild and beautiful fire, and I believe in you. Hey, hey, I believe in you. Let your dreams take flight and your heart ignite. Did you know that it's true? Everything is possible. There's nothing we can't do. It's a wild and beautiful fire, and I believe in you. Hey, I believe in you. I believe in you.
Wow. Absolutely beautiful. Every word, every comment that's been shared today is because of you, students. Whether it was through song, blessing us with that, or hearing from our speaker, our superintendent, our board chair, the remarks, hearing about the dash, success, potential possibilities. It's because of you. And we have reached a point in the program where you're going to make a commitment. Before we do, I want to recognize are some donors that have donated. And if you turn to your program, at the bottom, you'll see it says Community Foundation of the Chattahoochee Valley. They sponsored 5 of you. 5 of you completely. Okay, so your scholars, yes, give a round of applause for that. So that's the community investing in you. And one day, as Dr. Lewis has shared, you'll give back, you'll reach back and invest in others. Too much is given, much is required. If you turn over on the back also, you'll see Columbus Crime Prevention, who's donated thousands as well, Chattahoochee Valley as well, and Synovus. And throughout the year, we receive funds for the Reach Foundation to sponsor our students, and this is our largest class yet. Before, we have another special presentation that came, some funds that came in, and I'm gonna call the school board chair up at this particular point to present the donation that she has from the board. Okay.
We are annual contributors, our collective.
So the governance team, their annual collection, they do give each and every year, sponsoring our students as well. They collectively have given $1,400, and we thank you so very, very much. Thank you very much, School Board, Dr. Lewis. Now, I'm going to call Ms. Debbie Freeman to pass out some folders in front of you. And School Board, and I'm going to ask you to come down in just a few moments, okay? So in front of you is a folder, and it's a student commitment. And I want you to hear every word that I read. Because after I finish reading, as a student, you're going to sign where it says student signature. Then I'm going to go to the next page. And as a parent, you're going to sign where it says parent. So parents, I want you to hear every word of what is going to be presented. Once I've read this, we're going to take a picture of you signing. And I'm going to ask the school board members and Dr. Lewis to stand by and witness our student and the parent's signature. And we're going to go table to table to table. So we'll start here, first table, second table, third table, fourth table, fifth table, sixth table, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you're in alphabetical order by name. And so after the reading, again, if there's a chief, region chief here, I would like for you to join the picture with your school. So Mr. Bell, Mr. Baker, Dr. Wiggins, if he's here as well, okay, with your school. Now, if you can follow along, open the folder. I'm looking to see that all folders are opened. Okay. The Reach Georgia program is designed to provide academically promising students with the comprehensive support needed to persist through middle and high school, gain access to college, and achieve post-secondary success. Would each of you go ahead and say your name for me? Say your name in unison together. Say your name. Okay, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. And then I want you to say your name, okay? 1, 2, 3. Understand that participating in the Reach Georgia program requires dedication, motivation, and commitment. Upon becoming a Reach Scholar, I commit to the following: create a Georgia Futures account and the website is listed there, within 30 days of becoming a Reach Scholar. Adhere to my school's attendance policy and will attend classes regularly. Maintain at least a 2.5 Hope Scholarship grade point average as computed by GSFA. If the grades fall below a 2.5 average, I will work with my academic coach to develop an action plan to help my grades improve. Participate in all scheduled Reach Georgia related activities, meetings, and programs. Follow my school's code of conduct and behave in a positive way that reflects the program standards both in and out of school. Remain drug and crime-free. Meet with my matched mentor a minimum of 8 times per semester during the school year. Meet with my academic coach a minimum of 1 time each month during the school year. Persist in my education to graduate from high school and meet all the admissions requirements to enroll in a Georgia Hope eligible public or private university college. I understand the following. If my attendance, behavior, and/or my grades do not meet the stated school and/or program requirements, I will be at risk of being withdrawn from Reach Georgia. If I am convicted of a drug use or criminal behavior, I will immediately be withdrawn from Reach Georgia. To be eligible for the financial scholarship of $2,500 per year for up to 4 years, I will need to graduate from high school with a diploma, enroll full-time in a Georgia Hope eligible public or private university college, maintain a 2.0 or higher in college, and meet the institution's satisfactory academic progress requirements. It is my responsibility to maintain my GA Futures account, keep the school system and the Reach Georgia State Office informed of my address and phone number, the institution I attend, and contact information updates in order for my scholarship award to be released to my institution. You will not sign at this moment. I'm going to have you sign again when the school board members, superintendent, and your region chief stand behind you, okay? Now, I'm going to ask you to turn the page. Now, parents, this is for you. And I know that you model for your for your children. So when I say I, and I do 1, 2, 3, I want you to say your name, okay? 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm gonna try it again too, okay? 1, 2, 3. Okay, you took care of your children, okay? Understand the importance of supporting my student throughout his or her participation in Reach Georgia. I commit to the following. Permit my student to meet with a volunteer mentor regularly throughout the school year. Support and encourage my student to develop a positive relationship with teachers, mentors, tutors, counselors, and the academic coach. Attend all Reach Georgia sponsored meetings to discuss student needs and to participate in related activities. Notify the school system's Reach coordinator if I or my student are unable to participate in a Reach Georgia event. Communicate with my students' academic coach, teachers, counselors, and our mentor on the following matters. 1, scholastic achievements or problems. 2, students' goals for college and careers and courses needed to reach those goals. 3, behavior problems at school and or at home. 4, positive or negative changes that are impacting my student. 5, change of contact information, home address, email address, and phone number. Abide by the Reach Georgia program regulations and guidelines. And you will sign in just a few moments. The school system makes a commitment as well. Commits to the following: to monitor the student's grades, attendance, and disciplinary status for the duration of his or her secondary school career. Provide student with an academic coach, provide student with a mentor, provide student with a Reach Georgia related activities, meetings, and programs. Report scholar progress to the STARS data portal after each semester. Abide by the Reach Georgia program regulations and guidelines. And the superintendent has signed. He will witness you signing, okay? So that's why he's gonna stand over your shoulder. The board members are gonna watch this signing as well. And then the president of Georgia Reach Foundation, if all parties execute this agreement and abide by the Reach Georgia program regulations and guidelines and this agreement, the Reach Georgia and the Georgia Student Finance Authority commit to the following. Subject to available fundings, provide the student with a $2,500 scholarship for up to 4 years of Georgia Hope eligible public or private university college after the student successfully completes the Reach Georgia program. Maintain and abide by the Reach Georgia program regulations and guidelines. And the president's signature would be there as well. Okay? So the moment that we've all been waiting for. Our parents, our distinguished guests, board members, Superintendent Dr. David Lewis, if you would come forward. And again, the region chief for the school, we have Veterans Memorial here, Rothschild Middle School here, Richards Middle School, Blackman, Eddy, Baker, Fort, Aaron Cone, Blackman Road, Rainey McCullough, and Rothschild. So we'll start first with Veteran Memorial. If you can stand behind the family, please. Mr. Baker, if you would join. And as the student signs, as Denzel signs, and also if we have any of our sponsors, if you would like to join the picture, please do join the picture. And then we'll flip the page so that one parent will sign. Denzel and family has made the commitment. You could squeeze in for the picture. Next, we have Alexandra from Rothschild. Congratulations, Denzel. Alexandra, if you would sign. And the parent would sign, one parent. All right, and for a photo moment. Congratulations, Alexandra. She has made the commitment. Okay, and the student would sign. So Sheila is signing. Sheila is from Beverly's. Thank you, Beverly's Richard Middle School. Okay, congratulations, Beverly. And Baker Middle School. Sheila is signing. Yes, and the school, if the schools are here, please do join your students. Congratulations, Sheila. Next, we have Michaela from Eddy Middle School. Congratulations, Michaela. Next, we have Ruhan signing. And she is Blackman Road. Blackman Road principal wants to get in the picture. Congratulations, Ruhan. Next, we have Michael. Michael is signing, student at Fort Middle School. Congratulations, Michael. Next, we have Monica from Aaron Cone. Congratulations, Monica. From Blackman Road, we have Kashila. Congratulations, Kashila. From Rothschild, we have Nadia Lopez Tomas. Congratulations, Nadia. And from Rainey McCullough. Thank you. Ms. Williams is signing. Congratulations, Trinity. Okay, let's give them a thunderous round of applause. Yes, they deserve a standing ovation. Yes. Yes, and look at the parents. The parents are standing for the children. Awesome. The parents are standing. Yes. Thank you so very, very much. Students, you've taken a leap. You've made a commitment to invest in yourselves, in the community, and in others, to strive for success, to reach back, to recognize when you need help. The school district will be relentless in providing you the supports that you need. And our community has already shown that they're willing, and they have invested in you. And we'll continue to do so. We've had donors that have said, we're going to continue each and every year to reach out and give and help students to do what you are about to do. Congratulations. We've come to a close, and it's all been said. That dash, everything's there. Mr. Bell, did you want to give closing, or another region chief that's here, Mr. Baker, if you wanted to?
Education is truly an investment in our community. We want to thank our community partners for stepping up and our board members for making this program happen. It's truly an investment. We thank you. Thank you. Keep moving forward, and if you didn't get anything from this, the message, it's a good one, is to continue to believe in yourself and keep putting forth your best effort. Thank you. This concludes the program.
Students, the folders, leave the folders. We're going to collect the folders.